Hey guys, so welcome back again. So today is all about extended butterfly. I know so many of you are eagerly waiting for this one. It's a tricky move, guys, and it's quite a jump from your standard butterfly because we're removing quite a bit of grip. So you need to make sure you have mastered your standard butterfly with the calf on before attempting this one. We need to make sure that bottom arm stays solid, okay? So before we do anything, please like and share this post so other people can join us as we go along. If you've got any comments, just post them below and let me know when you've shared it. Just comment, share. So I'm just going to go over some key points from your, let me show you what it is first if you're not familiar. I'm sure most of you are, and then I'll break it down a bit. Okay, so that's your extended butterfly. So obviously we're going to start in your basic or standard butterfly, and you've got your calf on, okay? You're going to point your foot and your heel catches on the side of the pole, right? We want to make sure that heel stays cool, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to slightly turn out that front leg, the leg that's pulling on the front of the pole, okay? So we're going to take the knee out, and then we're going to start to slide the butt back. So we start to straighten the leg. And as we straighten the leg, we're also looking up to see that the leg is straightening and to make sure the heel stays cool. If you don't point your foot and you have your foot flexed, there's nothing to catch, okay? So again, from here, the heel stays on if you keep your toes pointed. If it doesn't, there's nothing there to catch, and that's when you come off, okay? So when you're taking the knee out to the side, keep your foot pointed, start to straighten, straighten, straighten. And then for a lot of people, they keep a micro bend, but I really want you to try and extend that leg completely, okay? Keep your foot pointed so you can catch on the heel. Does this make sense so far? Cool. So make sure you've got your index finger pointing down to stabilize that wrist, and we are maintaining that pushing down, okay? You don't want to relax that bottom arm at all because you're going to rely on your top hand then, and that's when it's going to feel like your fingers are about to come off the pole, okay? So we are going to get into our butterfly, and once we're in our butterfly, I'm just going to look the opposite way. So when I'm in my butterfly, I'm looking down, okay, and I've got an archy back, and then when I go into my extended butterfly, I'm thinking about changing my position. So I'm actually looking up at my foot, okay? This will help me turn my hips under as well, and help my back be flatter to help me slide out a bit more. If I continue with my bend, it's a lot harder to try and get away from the pole, if that makes sense. So, from here. From your butterfly, I'm going to look up, and I'm going to think about taking the knee out. I'm starting to straighten the leg. I'm still looking up. My head is still in line with the pole. I'm not moved out to the side, because the minute you move out to the side, this is where you're going to come down, okay? So we need to keep that alignment, yeah? So make sure you use that bottom hand to push, head in line with the pole for your basic or standard butterfly, and keep that alignment. So there's another way, when you look up at your foot as well, it's another way to help see that you are staying in line, because if you can see that your head is slightly off to one side of the pole, you know you're not completely aligned. So we definitely need to make sure we are in line with the pole. Sometimes I'll give a cue to my students. I'm like, can your head touch the pole? Not just your side, literally, can your forehead touch the pole to make sure that you're in line? Does that make sense? So, push the booty up, looking up, okay? I'm turning the knee out. I'm looking at that foot. My head can definitely touch the pole. Keeping strong in that bottom arm. Start to straighten. As that heel starts to catch, I'm going to straighten my back leg, squeeze the back. Use the front heel to pull, 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 pull. Bring your legs back onto the pole, and then you can turn to one side. Okay, so obviously you can just unhook. You've probably seen that a lot of times. Unhook and land your feet down on the floor. So the great thing with keeping your heel on and pulling yourself in is it really builds your strength, particularly when you're going to work on like higher moves, whether you want to work on Aisha and things like that. So rather than just coming down, always try and pull back in if you can, okay? Sometimes you get to the point where, oh God, no grip, I'm just going to come down. As long as you're safe, okay? Always use a mat as well if you've got one. So some people can't always push the butt back. So another way, all keep aligned as well. So when they start to straighten out, they tend to take their back leg to the side. That's going to help, that's going to make them come down. So another alternative way is going into like it's like an inverted D. Not quite an inverted D, but very similar. So from your butterfly, your back leg, your free leg is going to come up, and you're going to push the back of the foot onto the pole, and I'm going to have my leg straight. I'm going to use that foot to push my butt back as I start to straighten the front leg. So this foot that's straight, I'm going to push my butt back, but slide it down the pole as I straighten my leg that's on the pole, okay? Then that also keeps me in line. It might just help you feel a bit more balanced. Then when you feel you're okay, then you can take the leg back. Let me show you. Okay, so from your butterfly, I'm looking up. I'm going to bring the back leg up and straight, pushing it onto the pole. I'm going to look at my hook leg. I'm going to start to straighten it. Then I've got my heel on, keep it in line. Then I'm going to take my back leg away. Same thing, pulling in, hooking your legs around, hip on, pull back up. Does this make sense? Hopefully so. So keeping in line, looking up will make a huge difference to your positioning and transitioning from your basic butterfly to your extended butterfly. Alrighty, hopefully that helps in some way, guys. Please let me know. It is one that you will just need to keep practicing on, okay? Something else that I would suggest is working on moves like caterpillars and working on taking one hand off so you can build the strength in the bottom arm, okay? Because it is a lot. So this is, again, always keep your finger pointing down, because I find as you start to transition, especially for the first time, this is where if this arm's not strong enough, this arm starts to bend and your wrist starts to twist. So make sure the index finger's down and you're pushing up. So for caterpillars, we can go from your inverted crucifix, and then you can work on both hands pushing down. And if you're strong enough, you can always work on one hand pushing down. Let me show you. So from your crucifix, you're going to place both hands onto the pole just above your head, push away, and then look up and push your butt up. If you can, keep the bottom arm solid, finger pointing down, take your other hand off, okay? You can do the same with one hand, you don't even have to put both hands on. So one hand on, you can place the other hand behind your back, push away, look up, push the butt up, okay? Come back down, and again, away, pushing up. Does this make sense, guys? I just wanted to give you something else that you could work on to build that arm strength up. All right, any questions, just give me a shout. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, obviously please share it to everyone that you know that's working on the extended butterfly, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow is chest press butterfly. I love this move, it's really cool. Alrighty, see you later, bye.